Hi, I am Mogan. This is chapter 2, Creating a Graphical Application. So far, we have used Visual Studio 2012 and run a console application. This programming environment contains everything you need to create graphical Windows applications. Visual Studio provides two views of a graphical application, the design view and the code view. You use the code and text editor window to modify the code and logic for a graphical application, and you use the design view windows to lay out the user interface. You can switch between two views anytime you want. Visual Studio 2012 provides two templates for building graphical applications: Windows Form applications and WPF application, that is Windows Presentation Foundation application. Windows Forms is a technology that first appeared with .NET Framework version 1.0, and WPF is an enhanced technology that first appeared with .NET Framework version 3.0. It provides many additional features and capabilities over Windows Forms. It is better consider using WPF than Windows Forms for all new development. So again, click New Project, Visual C Sharp WPF application, and file name is Hello WPF. So this is the empty WPF form in the design view window together with another window containing XAML description. So what is XAML? XAML stands for Extensible Application Markup Language. It's a simple language based on XML to create and initialize .NET objects with hierarchical relations. Today, XAML is used to create user interfaces in WPF, Silverlight, declare workflows in WF, and for electronic paper in the XP standard. XAML code is short and clear to read. Separation of designer code and logic. All you can do in XAML can also be done in code. XAML is just another way to create and initialize objects. You can use WPF without using XAML. As an example, we build a simple grid with a text block in XAML and compare it to the same code in C Sharp. As you can see, the XAML version is much shorter and clearer to read, and thus the power of XAML's expressiveness. We will see more about XAML in later chapters. Let's change the title to Hello WPF. Click the Toolbox tab that appears to the left of the form, and it displays various components and controls that you can place on a Windows form. If it not appears, click View Toolbox and it will be displayed. And you can double click the text block, drag it over to the Windows form and drag it to reposition them. Okay. You can see now XAML description includes text block. You can also change the margin property numbers to position the text block. Click the properties pane or view properties. Let's name the text block control to text block. And the text will be enter anything, and change the font size property to 20 pixel, bold it. You can modify by whatever you want. Yeah. Double click the text box, position it and resize the control. Mm, That is the content. Then button control. Name it as a button. Oh, we forgot to name the text box control. Again button. The content is click here. The formal thing is click, build, start debugging, or you can press start icon in toolbar. Okay, application run. But thus far we have managed creating a graphical application without writing a single line of C# code. I think it does not do much yet, but Visual Studio actually generates lot of code that handles routine tasks such as starting up and displaying a form and so on. But before we add our own code, it's better to understand what Visual Studio has generated for us. In the Solution Explorer, expand the main window.xaml node. Then double click main window.xaml.cs. The code for the form is displayed in this window. In addition to using namespace statements, the file contains definition of a class called main window. In main window class, there's a constructor that calls a method called initialize component, but that is all. In fact, the application contains lot of code. Most of it is generated automatically based on XAML description of the form, and it is hidden from you. This hidden code performs operations such as creating and displaying the forms, positioning the controls, and so. At this point, you might wondering where the main method is. I already said main defines the entry point of the application when program starts. In Solution Explorer, you should notice another file called app.xaml. The property startup URI refers to the main window.xaml. Expand app.xaml node, you will see there's another file app.xaml.cs, and again there is no main method here. In fact, main is there but it is hidden. The code for main is generated based on the settings in app.xaml file, particularly by startup URI property. If you want to display a different form, just edit this property. Okay, it's time to write the code. Just double click the click here button. Visual Studio automatically generates code to call this method whenever the user clicks the click here button. Or you can select click here button, then select event handler in the properties span. Here you can select various event handler for the button. Just double click the click event. Then type message box.show of hello. Plus the text you have typed in text box, that is textbox.text. See in the XAML description, button element contains the click here. Okay, let's run the application. MOHA message box source. Thanks for watching this video.